Hey there and good morning. So I'm back over here at Jason's cabin and I've got the RuggedMade Rugged Split. Let's see here, 37 ton. We got all this wood split last night, I did anyway, in 25 minutes by myself and then ran out of gas. So today I'm gonna put this stroke limiter on, which is a pretty cool feature of the Rugged Split that when you have the auto detent set for the return, you can shorten the stroke length. So I got the 24-inch splitter and I think I can shorten it to 20-inch. So that just makes it all that faster on the return. And I'm cutting stuff that's pretty short, so 18 to probably 18 inches or so, 16 to 18, most of it. So we'll see how that fits. And then I brought the 6-way splitter, which I think might help on some of the smaller stuff, because the 4-way was just the middle tine is just a little bit too high and was crushing some of the smaller pieces. So let's see how this works as well as the 6-way. All right, so when I was out here last night, I ran out of gas midway through a split here. So I am now going to finish up this one split with the 4-way, and then we'll put the 6 on. But this stroke limiter basically goes on back here at the edge of the piston, and the stroke plate goes back quite a bit underneath there. At least it looks like about 4 inches. So we're going to slide this on. So it just goes on with this bar. There's holes here. Drop that in. Drop it in here on the other side. And then these giant wing nuts go on underneath. And there's actually a storage location on here too. Have to figure out where that is. That's right here. So you can store this when you're not using it. This thing is so fast last night that it didn't really matter that I didn't have this stroke limiter on. It didn't matter that I had the stroke limiter, didn't have it on, because I was plowing through wood so fast it didn't even matter. So because we're out of gas, we'll see how this thing starts up. I've got key start. Let's see. It's cold out. Let's see if that works. All right. Choke on, gas on, and I need a little more time to warm up here. Jumping the gun, it's 24 degrees out here. So So it doesn't take long here for me to realize that the stroke limiter is unnecessary. It's actually too small for the wood that I'm working with here, but it's also offset for the lift, so my logs are not feeding as easily. And then the 6-way is something I need to figure out here. Probably just need bigger logs. You see how it raises up and down, and I think there's a spot in the main wedge that I'm going to try to put something in to see if I can keep it from raising up and down. But at this point in time right now, I think I'm realizing that the 4-way was actually working better, and because of the weight on that 6-way, as I'm trying to work these logs out from underneath of it just to let it drop back down, there's a good chance of pinching fingers there. So that's some of what I'm figuring out here. Okay, so the 6-way I think is going to work all right. However, I don't need this stroke limiter. One thing it does is actually shortens the overlap on the table. And while I have some smaller pieces, this is fast enough that I don't really think I'm benefiting at all from shortening that stroke. I'm actually, stuff that doesn't get pushed through is in the way to get the next piece on. So I'm going to go back to the full 24 inches here. So my preference when splitting is to split it as small as I can so that it dries faster. But I've also started to find that, especially with cherry, that it burns so fast that I probably will just start splitting it a lot bigger. I think the 4-way, just getting it into 4 nice big chunks, will help it burn a little bit longer. So, and I think as we get into doing more firewood splitting, we've got plenty of wood down on the property. So looking forward to splitting some other species. I do like how easy cherry splits, but I like some oak that burns better. All right, let's wrap up this video. This thing cuts a ton of firewood fast. Even with a 1-person operation here. I had about 25 minutes last night, and I'd say 15 today. So in 40 minutes, I've cut this full wood stack. I left some stuff on the ground that I'm going to use just so that we can stack on top of it. But as you saw, I tried the 6-way, and I thought it might be better on the small stuff because it's got a fin, the fins are down lower. But what it ended up doing was pushing it through and lifting it. And then the next piece that came through didn't center on it because it was lifted. So on the smaller stuff, I actually found that the 4-way is better. It does kind of tear up some of the wood I had here was junk anyway, but so that was one thing. The 6-way, I'm looking forward to doing it on some bigger, meatier logs, probably 12 to maybe 16-inch logs is probably going to be about prime for this thing. There are 2 holes up here where you mount the basket when you're moving it, and I'm wondering if that might be something, I don't know if they can do that yet or not, where they could put some sort of pins in there to keep it from sliding. I don't know. They might just get bent and be a pain to get out. So that's one thing I'm wondering about. The other thing is, obviously this log lift is phenomenal. I had up to like 20 logs on it last night when I ran out of gas. Smaller logs, but this thing will lift everything that I put on it. No problem whatsoever. You saw that I did the limiter, which I think is a great feature. However, it does overlap with the log lift, which then made me shift my logs, and I actually had enough that were long enough that it didn't make sense. So I guess if you're doing like 16 to 18-inch pieces, it might be a good feature on there. And obviously this also comes in, I think, a 36-inch model, or maybe a 30-inch model. So, and you can stop it down, which that would work as well. Overall, really impressed, and can't wait to use it with some help, because I think you just plow through wood like it's nothing. Now, I didn't have my bucket set up because I had all my camera gear and stuff in there. But now I've got to deal with this pile before I can move the splitter. Not a huge issue. I'm probably going to restack here or fill the bucket and move it. But I am planning on going over to a buddy's house today, and I need to take this with me, so I'm going to have to do that now. If you were just running your own operation and this doesn't move very often, it doesn't matter. You can come back and deal with this at any point in time. So not an issue. I found that my picaroon was not only handy at loading the log lift, but also getting logs to me. Some towards the end there. Just kind of stick over there and don't move. Not an issue with the splitter whatsoever. So the Honda engine was fantastic. I will say, when I talked to the guys at RuggedMade, I wish I had talked to them before. They said that the Raven engine is just as good. And it's basically built in the same factory, all the same parts, replacement parts, all that kind of stuff. So you could save some money running the Raven, which is the same as the Predator from Harbor Freight, so which has been proven to be a good motor. But I like the fact that it was Honda, and I felt good about it as a purchase. And I look at this thing as an asset. So I always tell my wife, I don't buy toys, I buy assets. Things that are gonna hold value, they're gonna be useful to me for the long term. And man, this thing is, this is gonna be a game changer for me here, because that single split, county line, slow stroke, it did the job, but it didn't do the job as fast. It didn't do the job without as much wear and tear on the body. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm excited. This is the Rugged Split 37 ton by RuggedMade, and I'm planning on making a lot more videos. So if you're interested in this, post some questions. I'm happy to answer. I'm also going to be doing a video about why I chose this one over some others. There's some others that look identical, but I spent a lot of time reading forums and feedback and that sort of thing, and I think I made the right choice. So love to share my findings with you. I also have a video where I did the unboxing from the crate and the build process. Now they have a very detailed, high quality build process video that I watched while I was building it. So mine's more about just what I found out in the process, kind of showing you what came in the box, everything like that. Shorter version of that, so you can check that out as well. But I'm pretty excited about this new log splitter. So thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.